This is Robert Goodman here on TikTok, keeping it real with my recovery. And I'm so happy that you're here, being a part of my recovery. And today, I want to talk about love. Love. We're going to set aside recovery for today. Since Saturday is Valentine's Day, and I want to talk about love. And just to start it out, you've built your life in your recovery. You built a relationship with someone that you love. And you started this new endeavor, your new life, or you have mended the fences of a broken relationship and built a sound foundation where y'all are grounded and rooted and loving each other. And since Valentine's Day is the 14th, the world says, well, Valentine's Day, you're supposed to do something special for the person you love. But I'm here to tell you that Valentine's Day is every day. Valentine's Day is every day. And the reason I say that is because you are blessed with someone that loves and care about you. They care about your well-being. They care about your existence. They care about your health. They care about your happiness. And they daily express that in the things that they do. Yes, I know that life is in session at all times and issues and problems comes up where you have to give all your attention and energy to the problem because it's very serious to the family. But here's the thing. It may be going through that, whatever they're going through, or whatever the situation may be, you could do little things to relieve the pressure of the big problem that they're facing. You can do little things to relieve the pressure of the big things they're facing. Sometimes they can't see a way out of the situation that they're facing or dealing with, and how you can be is you can listen, you can console, but you allow them to work through it. Because the end result will be the better result. See, the way I look at it as me personally, that somebody is willing to love me when I'm not loving myself. That they're standing tall, knocking me upside my head because I'm not loving myself, but they care enough about me to try to put me on the right track and still keep the relationship grounded and rooted. That's a beautiful thing. Someone's willing to make a decision with themselves to spend their life with you, regardless of what life brings, regardless of whatever type of situation may happen, that they're going to be there. And that's a beautiful blessing to you. And it's a beautiful expression of love to you. Now, a lot of people be so busy on living on life's terms and dealing with issues and problems and family matters and making money, and that they stay and always focus on these things, but they're not giving the lack in attention that their partner needs. We all need our attention. We all need to feel needed. We all need to feel wanted. And Valentine's Day should be every day. It's not the big things. The big things that you do, to me, that's what publicizing to everybody else. But it's the little things. It's the little things. Doing some of their normal chores, knocking it out, cooking them a meal, taking a walk, watching a movie, hugging each other. It's the little things that means a lot. You know, when we talk about recovery, you got to do your step work to get to number 12. And when you get to number 12, after having your spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, meaning that you done clean the wreckage of your past and you have life now. You're living life on life's terms. You have some time now in the program of recovery. And it's the same type of feeling in a relationship. You know, in the beginning, it's about the newness of the relationship, everybody putting their best foot forward. Uh, but then, as time goes on, we start to be ourselves. And you're kind of nervous about that because you don't know if you're going to be accepted in that manner. So you're worried about your position once a person truly sees who you truly are. But after you get past that point of when they see who you truly are and they still love you unconditionally, then it reunites a love inside of you that's grounded and rooted. Because now you know for sure that this person truly loves and cares about you. So as time goes on, you're doing things and everything, and you're trying to make a good life for yourself and each other and your family and your kids. And but the thing is, you need to nurture your love for each other. You need to nurture it. And it's, people think that, well, okay, you nurture it, yeah. By having sex, that, you know, that's solidifies the bond. That takes care of the desire. But what makes a person realize that the person that loves them, that they stand tall next to them through any obstacles that come their way. That they stand tall. And even if they make mistakes, you still stand tall with them. And don't throw mud back and forth at them, but you stand there and work on the solution to the problem. Realizing that we all make mistakes. So let's support each other while we're making mistakes so we can make better choices. Another thing, you know, Valentine's Day, yeah, okay, it's a wake up call, but we should be showing love to our mate on a daily basis. We should be showing love to one another on a daily basis. It may be breaking breakfast before he or she goes to work. It may be making the bed. When you understand what your mate does every day, they have a routine. You know their routine. You live with them, so you know their routine. But when you take some of the pressure and do some of their routine instead of them doing it, that's an act of love and kindness. It's the little things, not the big things. Yeah, well, he went and bought me a $5,000 diamond ring. Hmm. But you know what? And I'm 66 years old, and I've seen a lot of men buy expensive gifts to women just to cover their outside activity out of the relationship or just to pacify their mate. But the person that pays attention to the little things means that he's spending time and effort of paying attention to the person he loves on a daily basis. He's not just buying a big gift, or she's not buying a big gift just to pacify them so they continue on doing what they do. And I'm not saying that cheating or whatever, but it's simple. I just get a mat, it's out on my hair, but there's no true connection when you do that. But when you do the little things, you're paying attention to the small things of your partner, the person that you love and you care for. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I love to do little things for my wife, just to make her feel special. Breakfast in bed, or she may go into her office to do some work, and I'll go in the bedroom and what's normally her area of expertise, I will go in and I will clean and make it look so nice for her, the way she like everything to be, set it up for her. And when she comes out of office, look back in there, she's like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. And I do that because I want to make life simpler for her, easier for her, because I know life is in session and we're faced with a lot of difficult situations and things that can be overbearing at times. But these little things relieve some of that pressure and it expresses love and consideration. You know, it took me a very long time to have what I have today. And I am truly blessed. When I stopped looking, there she was. And I know that she's a gift from God because I asked. I asked a long time ago. But the problem was I did the searching. And I'm an imperfect person. So I'm not going to pick out the right person. As soon as I stopped looking and gave up, boom, there she was. And I'm truly blessed with her presence in my life. Valentine's Day. I know you'll have some special plans for the person that you love. And it's an appreciation. But make every day Valentine's Day. Just because they want to put a holiday out there saying it's Valentine's Day, the 14th. I celebrate the gift that God gave me, which is her. So I do little things to show my appreciation for being a part of my life. And you can do little things too. You know the things that help. put a smile on her face and a smile in her heart. You know, it's funny. I remember when I was staying in Glendale, and I was going to the store, and it was the day before Valentine Day. I'll never forget it. And there was men running in the store trying to find something to get their wives for tomorrow, Valentine's Day. I mean, they was going crazy. Like their life depended on it. You know? And I already, the woman I'm with, I had got her a Valentine's Day. I already had it. I already had the Valentine's Day present, spent time with her. I, I already had it because she was special to me because I love her. So, a gift? No. It's not that you forget. To you, it's not important. To her, it's important. That's why they was in the store rushing to try to get something. But it wasn't really meaningful to them. But here's the thing. See, I looked at it as she was a blessing to me. She's made my life better. She made me feel whole. She's accepted me for who I was. I am, rather, excuse me, who I am, not for who she wants me to be, but she accepts me for who I am. I accept her for who she is. And I understand she's imperfect, I'm imperfect, and we're going to make mistakes. So we don't act like the judge at a trial because they made a mistake. Yeah, she made a mistake today. I'll probably make a mistake tomorrow. So it's part of life. But the greatest gift that I had was I thought about it way ahead of time. And when I be looking at my wife sometimes, I be wondering, what can I do to make her day better? What can I do to catch her off guard, to put a smile on her face? This is Robert Goodman here on TikTok, keeping it real. I'm so happy that y'all came by. How y'all do? It's a pleasure. Today I'm talking about Valentine's Day. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about a relationship. I'm talking about investing yourself in it. Now, me, I don't know. I always try to think of things to do to my wife that will give her a smile on her face, uh, and allow her to express herself to get whatever's going on with her, whatever problems or situations she's facing. I want to listen. I want to hear it. I don't do too much talking. I let her talk. Let her tell what she's going through. And by me doing that, I understand her better because I'm paying attention to her. And I noticed that the little things mean much more to her than the big things. Here's an example. Now, a friend of mine, well, he's not living no more. He went and he spent a lot of money on getting his wife a gift for Valentine's Day. This was years ago. And he didn't have the income to truly do what he did, but he did it anyway because he wanted to express his love to her, which caused him to put him in a financial bind, which caused him a whole lot of pain. And what happened was he had to work 2 8-hour jobs for 6 months to pay off the situation. And he began to dislike his wife because he was feeling like it was her fault. He has to work these hours because he got this gift for her. And it wasn't the truth of the matter, but it's how quick the mind changed the situation to put the guilt in the wrong hands. So he was very, we'll put it this way, he wasn't nice. He wasn't nice. The the gift that he gave him, it lost its novelty, it lost its shine because now the gift didn't mean nothing to her because he was persecuting her for the 8 hours he had to work every day for 6 months. But it was the choice that he made and the decision he made to do what he did. Then I know people like me, not rich, they do little things, which makes life simple. It doesn't cost a whole lot, but they do little things. And the interesting thing is, to do the little things, that means you have to pay attention to your mate. You got to pay attention to your mate. I remember I was watching a movie and this guy really loved this woman and he wanted to ask her to marry him. And he remembered that she wanted to go up on a mountain looking the skyline and just be there and just take some pictures with him and express their love by kisses and hugs and just playing in the area like she was young again. And he remembered that that was something that she wanted to do. And this was just something that she wanted to do. She's 50, so she was 50 something years old. So this was not no young chickie. But she always dreamed that she wanted to do that with the man that she loved. And he remembered that in conversation that they said, and he made that situation happen. And that woman literally cried. She was crying. She was happy. She asked him to marry her. And he was going to ask her to marry him. Rather interesting, wasn't it? The point I'm trying to make is if we pay attention to our mate and the little special things that they love, we can do that for them. It's Saturday's Valentine's Day. Yeah. But I believe every day's Valentine's Day. I try to do one good thing every day for my wife. Just one. To make her day easier. Another thing. I fell in love with my wife's soul, her heart, her soul. That makes the body and everything else come alive because I am connected to her soul. The any being person in the inside. Because the body, I mean, I got fat. I've always had messed up teeth. I'm not as active as I used to be. When she first met me, I was real active at 50 something. I was, that way, had operation, prostate cancer, body, I got off my head. There's nothing, when you look at me, there's nothing special about me. I'm not that young guy anymore. If I take my shirt off, I don't have that physique that a lot of men have. I don't have that. But she's connected to my soul. I'm connected to her soul. And that's what makes everything else work to wonders. You know, I share this to a lot of people, and I say this. I say, a lot of people say, uh, it looks good across the street, but you don't know where to get that way. And just because it's a beauty on the outside, it's not going to stay that way. So if you're banking your love on the outside appearance, you're going to be disappointed eventually. But if you love on the inside, that's where the love is. That's where the beauty is. That's where the happiness is. That's where the joy is on the inside. So I hope that when you look at your mate, think back to when you first started connecting and how you was just so happy to be in each other's presence. Think about some of the little things that you used to do in the beginning of your relationship. Think about those things. Think about those special moments that you created. Can you create one of those old special moments? That's another little thing. That's the other thing. There's so many things that you can do to express your love. I say go get some flowers and candy, and that's nice. But how about that special thing that you create? You can create at your home an atmosphere of love, of expression that she'll remember for the rest of her life, or he will remember for the rest of his life. And you know what they like, you know what she likes, you know what you can do, you know how you can do, you know what you can do. Because you know that person, you live with that person. So, I'm asking you is to, when you get up this video, this live stream that I'm sharing with you, I want you to close your eyes And I want you to think about all the things that you got at your house that you can make something special for the person you love. Because I'm going to tell you something. You do that, they'll be talking about, oh yeah. And us man, we go to work, we'll be like, man, let me tell you, my wife, she showed me some love yesterday, boy. Yeah, buddy. She treated me like a king. Nah, man, I ain't going. No, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm going home. I'm going to see my baby. My baby treated me right yesterday. I'm going home. They'd be so happy to share that experience that you've given them. They may not share all the details, but they're going to share what enjoyment and made them feel special. When you create an atmosphere of love and appreciation, it means more than going to the store and spending some money to buy a gift. Because you took time, you took effort, and you did the work to make it special. But like I said, every day should be Valentine's Day because they made a choice to love you until God calls them home. You made a choice to love them until God calls you home. So try something new. Try something different. Try something that's going to take some work to do. People like to, some men like to say, well, it's easy for me to go buy a gift, what I mean? Yeah, that's nice and everything. And it might, can get over nicely. But it means more when you take the time and effort to create. It's just like I was watching a movie and the guy, he really liked this woman. He wanted her to be his wife. He loved her. From the first time he laid his eyes on her, he knew that this is the one. And what he did was he made a tent out in the park with lights and everything. And inside the tent, he had a table and dinner and music playing and everything. And where he put the tent, you could see the stars and the sky, and it looked really beautiful. And he had people hook it up for him, set it up and everything, and he got her and he brought her there. And they had dinner in the tent, and they out there drink wine, watching out there at the stars and everything, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And she said nobody never treated her that special ever again. Then I seen one movie where a guy lit candles. These are battery operated candles all the way from the door all the way to the bed with rose petals all over the floor. And he had gifts leading to the bed. Imagination. So I hope I gave you some things that you can think about of trying for Saturday with the person you love. But remember this, and remember this. Recovery has blessed you with a life far beyond your dreams. That you're living your best life now. And the best gift that you can give to the person that's you're living and is a part of your recovery and living with you and loving you is to do something special. Do something special. Catch them off guard. Because when you catch them off guard with something special, that's when it gets real enjoyable, and a blessing. And it's a moment that you'll always remember. And most of all, take pictures, take a video, so you have this situation to carry you for the rest of your life. This is Robert Goodman here, Confession to My Recovery, keeping it real with you, talking about Valentine's Day relationships. I want to say this. I'm not telling anybody what they should do. I'm just giving you something to think about. Something you could think about. You know, what I did today was, while my baby was just getting up, I was able to serve her breakfast in bed because I wanted to do that. Because I know she's going to have a busy day today. I knew she was going to, so I wanted to make sure she had a good breakfast to start her day. That's paying attention to the person I love. Because she's a gift from a power greater than me, which is God. So, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And remember, you are the most important person to yourself. So keep the focus on yourself in your recovery. And remember that the person you love chose you to live with the rest of their lives. That means you are truly blessed that someone loves you so deeply that they want to spend their entire life with you. You are truly blessed. Y'all have a great and wonderful day.